Hi, it's your boy. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not, hello. So today I'm going to talk about how I fixed my acne scarring. Not fixed, but how I made my face look like a better face. So just a quick little backstory on my skin. Back in the day, you probably already guessed it, but I had pretty terrible skin. You can't really tell now, but the camera, just so you know, is very forgiving. I had a lot of breakouts, I was very acne prone, a lot of blackheads, and yeah, enlarged pores from like picking at my skin all the time. At one point, I know I also had dermatitis on my face, which was kind of annoying because it was really hard to look at people in the face. If you don't know what dermatitis is, it's when your face gets really red and inflamed and like itchy. It definitely wasn't a fun time at all, especially since I was in school. So after about 3 years of having pretty bad skin, it was really a combination of, learning how to do skincare, doing my research, also my hormones just kind of chilling out and changing up my lifestyle. I'm the type of person who will eat everything and also not get enough sleep. So after I changed those things and everything just kind of mellowed out, my skin was a little bit better and I was left with the aftermath of acne scarring, which is, not as bad as acne, but it's like I just broke out a bunch and now I have a bunch of scars on my face. I'm really thankful though that I don't have a lot of ice pick scars or like texture on my skin. It's mostly just like the dark spots and the pigmentation that I had to deal with. And that's pretty much it. That's when I got more into skincare and learned how to make my skin look skinny. That's tea, sis. Ew. So this is what I did and also do currently to help with acne scarring. Alright, so I'd say prevention is one of the best things you can do to avoid acne scarring. So your lifestyle and your diet will play a huge factor in this. Oh my god, so you know that friend that is very wise and gives you advice, but they never follow their own advice? I feel like that's me right now as I'm recording this video. Drag myself. Tea. Hi, welcome to my kitchen. We got bananas and avocados. Just kidding, I'll stop. So like I was saying before, diet plays a huge factor in whether you break out or not. For me, it does anyways. So I know for me personally, chocolate makes me break out all the time. Really, really greasy foods if I eat it for too many days in a row. Dairy is kind of a hit or miss. I don't tend to drink like a big glass of milk every single day. I will once in a while, and then I'll only use milk when I'm like drinking tea or coffee or something. But other than that, I try to avoid it just because I'm paranoid. So last month, I actually went to Edmonton with a couple of my friends and we stayed there for 2 days, and the main purpose of our trip there was just to eat everything that we could. So when we were there, we ate 5 days worth of food in 2 days. And we literally rolled back home. We were so bloated and so full. I know one of the days that we went there, we went to this cafe and we ate a bunch of sweet shit. And then right after that, we went to high tea, which was more sweet stuff. And I think in that specific day, I ate like 300 grams of sugar and my skin was really not good. There's one more time that I can think of, and it was for A&W. I had a free burger with a purchase of a free teen burger, and I used it because I was like, ooh, save money. And right after I ate those 2 big greasy burgers the next day, I had 2 pimples here and here, and they were the ones that were underneath the skin. I couldn't even pop them. It was the 2 burgers coming back to be like, bitch, you thought. So I really try my best to eat healthy whenever I can. It is pretty hard to eat healthy for every single meal, especially if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of time to meal prep. Yeah, so whenever I have a choice between eating healthy or unhealthy, I try to eat healthy. Like today for breakfast, I had a banana and some tea. And then for lunch, I actually had Wendy's, but I had a salad and a baked potato instead of a... You go there and eat that. Their salads are good, honestly. I do find that when, this might be like too much information, but when I go to the bathroom like regularly, like twice a day, my skin tends to clear up. I know one time when I visited family, all we did was like eat so much food and everything we ate was really healthy, and I was going to the bathroom like 2, sometimes 3 times a day. And then for that entire week, my skin was like super clear, really soft, and just nice and like bouncy and healthy. So yeah, try to poop whenever you can, I guess. So this is a smoothie that I made a couple days ago. I believe it's got spinach, kale, coconut water, pineapple juice, mangoes, chia seeds. Yeah, just like all your kind of healthy stuff. I'll usually drink 2 or 3 smoothies a week just because I feel like it's easier to drink smoothies with your vegetables in it instead of eating a bunch of vegetables. Should I put it in my Rila Kuma cup? Or should I put it in my E-cup? Actually, maybe I'll just drink it out of the thermos. I don't feel like washing dishes. The taste really isn't bad. I usually make smoothies based on how much like nutrition that I can fit into it instead of making it like taste good, because usually when it tastes really good, it's not that great for you. But the taste isn't bad, because I know kale and spinach are really good for you, but sometimes it's hard to eat a big bucket of kale in one sitting. So in a smoothie it goes. So I know the lighting in here isn't the best, but I think it'll do. Yeah, so whenever I have time, I try to do some sort of activity that makes me sweat a lot. So either like running or going on the treadmill, just because I feel like when I do that, I sweat out all the toxins in my body, and it's just, I feel like it's just better for my skin. My skin always feels like a lot smoother and nicer after I sweat. Sometimes I'll go on that thing or that thing, sometimes that thing. This is actually the gym that's in the condo that I'm living in. It's not an actual gym with other people. Alright, so all of that being said, you can still break out even if you follow like a 1,000-step skincare routine, get 10 hours of sleep every night, and live in like an antibacterial bubble. But I mean, given the circumstances, it's better to do those things and lessen the severity of your acne than to, you know, be unhealthy and have more breakouts than usual. So if you guys didn't know, I actually work at Sephora in their skincare department. So after working there for almost 2 years, I have learned so much about ingredients, about products, about a lot of skincare stuff. They literally will teach you everything about skincare. And it's not really just product knowledge that they teach. They really teach you about like ingredients and how they work and what will work best for like your skin type. I remember when I applied there, I thought I knew so much about skincare. I even said in the interview that I was like a skincare guru and I knew everything. And then when I started working there, I literally knew nothing. And I felt so bad because I felt like I scammed them into hiring me. But I know a lot now, so yeah, sorry. But yeah, after working there, my skin has literally changed so much. For better and for worse. You'll see why in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly show you my skincare cabinet. Honestly, it's very scary because there is so much stuff. Even when I look at it myself, I'm like, this is scary. When you work at Sephora, they give you a lot of free products so you can try it and then tell people about it. Which kind of makes sense because Sephora carries so many brands and a million different products, and it's like, how can you talk about something if you haven't tried it before? So they give you free stuff to try so then you can talk about it. Here are a couple things that I currently use right now in my routine. And then here's the scary part. Actually, I feel like that was anticlimactic, but here is everything that I also currently use. Trying my best to alternate so I can use everything up. If you couldn't tell, I love this brand, Drunk Elephant. They're not paying me to say this. They're one of my favorite skincare brands. Bunch of different samples so I can sample more skincare. More skincare on the top shelf. This is really a combination of Sephora giving me skincare to use and also me just buying my own. Every time I'm like, I think I'm never gonna buy skincare again because I have so much. And then like a week later, it's like add to basket, order online, Ebates. But yeah, it really is a lot, and I'm trying my best to kind of minimize how much I use, because once I start using too much, my skin kind of gets, oh my god. It's really easy to get overwhelmed, especially when you have so many things and you're like, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try everything. And since we're on that topic of using too much skincare, the last couple months, I've had some of the worst skin that I've ever had in my life, and I believe I know why. It's because I was using too much shit on my face. I was getting a lot of congestion around this area and also my forehead, which I never used to have, breaking out like more than usual. And I believe the thing I was doing was over exfoliating and using too much of, like, I don't know, I was definitely over exfoliating. But yeah, the gist of it was that I had a lot of congestion and I had lumpy, bumpy skin, and it wasn't fun. So after that, I kind of scaled back on some of the stuff I was using, and my skin has kind of calmed itself down. So that's a quick lesson to all y'all skincare junkies. Too much of a good thing is probably bad for you. Also, I'm an Aries, so I have no patience for stuff, and I like things to work fast. So I was like doing everything that I could, and it backfired. I also just wanted to quickly mention something as well. Obviously, I use a lot of skincare, and sometimes I'll see comments and it's like, you don't need to use that much skincare. All I use is like a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a spa treatment, and I have perfect skin. And I'm kind of like, first of all, usually the people that are saying that already have nice skin, so they don't need a lot. So they don't take into account that the majority of people have more issues, so they need a couple more extra products. And I usually say this as well, but it's not about how many skincare products you use, it's about what's good for your skin. And you know what? I wouldn't really trust someone who has perfect skin and only uses like 2 skincare products compared to someone who, you know, doesn't have the most perfect skin, but they have done their research, so they're using the things that they believe that will work best for them. They usually are the people who do like trial and error, who experiment with skincare as well to see what works and what doesn't. Yeah, just a little rant, just a little random tangent, some Aries bullshit here. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about specific ingredients that I look for in skincare, and also specific products that I currently use. So I don't know how familiar you guys are with acids in skincare. They do kind of sound scary because it's like, I'm just going to put some acid on my face and melt my skin off, but those things are the game changer in my skincare routine. After I started using them, my skin has never looked like this. So alpha hydroxy acids, or AHAs, are one of the best ingredients that you can use for acne scarring and also pigmentation. The way that alpha hydroxy acids work is that it will loosen the glue that's holding all your dead skin cells and all the gunk and all the gross stuff that's on the surface of your skin. It'll loosen that and kind of sweep all that stuff away. An analogy that I like to use about AHAs is that when you get a scar, it does fade over time, but typically it does take years and years for it to go away. So AHAs kind of help speed up that process, where it's getting rid of the surface dead skin cells and kind of helping the new, fresh skin cells from the bottom go to the surface. The next ingredient that I like to use are BHAs, or beta-hydroxy acids. So this is another exfoliating acid, and it is a little bit similar to AHAs, but the way that it works is that it will actually go a little bit deeper into the skin inside your pore and help sweep out all the gunk that's in the pore. This is a really great ingredient for helping to treat acne, also tighten your pores, and to prevent future breakouts from happening. The next ingredient that I like to use is vitamin C. This ingredient you'll find in a lot of brightening products and a lot of like spot removers, I guess. The way that vitamin C works is that it helps to break up that little melanin pocket that's kind of formed from the scar. Vitamin C is also good for evening out the skin tone. It doesn't necessarily brighten your skin to like a different shade, but it's just mostly targeting the pigmentation. So the last thing and the most important thing that you definitely should use if you want to help your acne scars is sunscreen, or SPF. it's the same thing. If you're gonna use brightening products, acids, vitamin C, it's literally a waste of money if you don't protect your skin with SPF, because sun, a lot of people think that the sun will make your acne scarring better. It will make it worse and make you look like a leather bag. A lot of people just think that because when you get a tan, you can't see your acne scarring because your normal skin is turning the color of the scar, so that's why it looks like it's fading your acne scars, but it's pretty much just making it worse. So wear SPF. And you can take it from me, I hate sunscreen so much with all my heart. I hate the way it feels, the smell is bad, but I will wear sunscreen because one time I've been burnt once in my entire life and never again, because I feel like once I got burnt, the next day I saw like a freckle and like my acne scarring. It did look a little bit better, but then after, it was worse. I'm not going to go into too much about the products that I'm specifically using. I'm just going to show you what the products or what ingredients are in those products. Because if I told you everything about the products, it would literally be like an hour-long video. Unless you want that, let me know, because I love talking about ingredients and skincare products. I hope you learned something new today. This video is just kind of scratching the surface of basic skincare, but if you want me to make more skincare videos, definitely let me know. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!